says here, hello Tess, that she wants me to talk about astral projection. So let's talk about astral projection. Well, first of all, let me do a disclaimer. I astral project. It's not something that I do when I want to do. It just happens. It's like this vacuum creates between sleepness and awareness, and I'm being sucked very into the astral, and my mind stays open. But I'm a highly traumatized young person, okay? This is not a normal thing that a person should experience. And I've been experiencing this since childhood, so imagine what have happened to have caused me such things. Generally, this is a highly unpleasant experience. And I have a deal with Hecate that if there is something that I need to see, know, or do in the astral, this should happen while I am awake, not while I'm asleep. And the reason is, I like my sleep dreamless, thank you very much. Now, my opinion about astral projection is this. If it happens, but one should not go chasing after it. And if you actually sit down and read all the repertoire of Western magic of the last few centuries, you see that people didn't really astral project as much. They would most likely, open a gateway into the astral in the form of a black mirror in the triangle of manifestation, if we're talking about high magic, okay? Or would basically perform other acts of necromancy, like creating some sort of other reflective surface by giving offerings to the dead in the form that one could find reading in the Odyssey, for instance, which was, according to Daniel Ogden, in his book Greek and Roman Necromancy, a tedious little volume that deals with the practice of necromancy in Greek and Rome, but it's an academic book, so it's not really a how-to-do guide. But if you are into necromancy, it's highly recommended that you would take a breath and go through it. Anywho, so Greek and Roman Necromancy by Daniel Ogden. I'll put a link below, so you can check it out. He's talking about that the act of necromancy that Odysseus did in order to speak with Tiresias in the Odyssey is basically the traditional way of talking with spirits, because the spirits, they live in the astral, they live in the other world, Glom, it has so many names, and one could approach them by opening a gateway between this world and that world. Now, the Cthulhu mythos has scared us from doing such things because who knows what horrors lies beyond. And you know what? You're right. There are horrors that lies beyond, but there is also protection, comfort, and other things. But the layman should not really attempt this. At least not unescorted. And the entire practice of witchcraft is about you not going to the astral, but bringing the astral here to basically do as you need. Like, for instance, let's talk about the most basic act of somebody that doesn't even call themselves a witch, someone that calls themselves a channeler, the channel healing through the astral, through their hands, into the physical realm. The witch, that channeler doesn't specifically go to the astral to do such a thing. But if you have to go there, if you simply have to, do that with the aid of a certified shaman, and spend the time researching who would be the appropriate shaman to get you through such a thing. Okay? There is a reason why shaman people basically create their entire practice around leaving their body and going to the spiritual world. And it's not that what they do is more powerful, it's just a different style of things. It's not that they wouldn't tell you that, oh, my medicine is more powerful because I went to the spirit and received it, unlike you that went and gave offerings on the physical realm to the spirits that received that and gave you that medicine through the astral. Okay? Because the spirits, at least the divine spirits, could easily move through the astral to the physical realm, but unless your mind is shaped in a very specific way, being aware when you're going to the astral, unlike when you're dreaming, can break your mind, can harm you, can disfigure you. Okay? Now, it became this sort of like unspoken competition among witches. Who is an astral traveler? Who can do this more easily than others? And it was like a symbol of status. And even someone during the 90s, I don't even know who did that first, decided that every witch needs to know how to astral travel because, this represents the witch's spiritual strength. And I'm like, okay, well, very few people are intended to astral travel, and those chosen ones have taken on themselves some pretty harsh suffering. It's not a pleasant thing, like I said. And please, ask every person that astral travels if this is a pleasant thing. If going to the astral realm and encountering spirits and talking with them and protecting yourself from demons and and being afraid that your cord that connects you to the physical realm might be or might not be disconnected. So I really recommend to all the witches out there, see what the whole thing is about. The whole thing about casting a circle is about putting your putting your toes in the water of somewhere between the physical realm and the astral. It's not even in the astral, okay? And, calling the 4 elements to manifest something there and bring it back with you to the physical realm is done so you won't have to go to the astral. This is what it is, okay? So if you're searching astral travel, really, there are plenty of Native American shamans, Korean shamans, Shinto, Japanese shamans, Chinese shamans, even Russian shamans, from the ones that Stalin and Lenin did not throw off the planes to prove that they can't fly. Go there. Talk to them, see what's going on, see what they could teach you, and really ask them to take you on a guided trip of the astral realm, see what this does to you, and if this works for you, pick up the technique and do so. Don't expect that some manual that you can buy and do stuff at home would work. You need a human connection for this. Okay, before you go to the potions, before you get to the psychedelic drugs, before you go into specific modicils of what ritual can be done to facilitate better astral travel, go ask a shaman. Don't even ask me. Go ask a shaman, meet them, see how they live, see what they do, see what they had to go through to be granted the right to personally go and visit their spirits in the astral realm. And see if this is the right thing for you, okay? But really, if this is not something that is a must, meaning your entire tribe is not dying from a disease right now, or no one is building an oil pipe that is ruining your nature and your country, if not, leave the astral travelers traveling to the astral travelers shamans. So this is my opinion. Goodbye, Nashe.